Dear students, today we will study about states of matter. In our daily life, we are observing different types of matter around us, isn't it? This matter exists in three different states. They are solid, liquid, and gas. Have you ever thought that why this variation arises? Why we are having solids, why we are having liquids, why we are having gases? So the three states of matter are present because of difference in properties of three states of matter. There are many differences among the properties of solids, liquids and gases, and we will learn these differences today one by one in detail. So first of all, properties of solids. So first property of solid is that solid have definite shape and volume. For example, if you take a pen or a book, you will see that both pen and book have their definite boundaries and they have some weight. Thus, they are having some volume also. If you will try to compress them with both of your hands, there is negligible compressibility. So in case of the solids, they are having definite shape, definite volume, and they are least compressible. Now let's take example of rubber band. If you stretch it, its shape changes, but it changes only when you are applying force. And as soon as this force is withdrawn, it is removed, the rubber band regains its original shape. Now another example you can take of sugar and salt. Here the shape of each individual crystal of sugar and salt is fixed. That is, they are having definite shape. Since solids have definite shape and volume, just as we discussed right now, the space between their particles is minimum. That is, the force of attraction between particles of solid is maximum. Now, since force of attraction between particles is maximum in solid, it means movement of the particles in case of solid is restricted. That is, the diffusion does not happens in solids. The particles of solid can only vibrate, but they cannot move from one place to another. Next comes properties of liquids. Now let us take some amount of water and orange juice. It should be the same amount. Take two containers of different shapes. Two containers are taken which are having different shapes. Now next step will be that pour that water and orange juice in their respective containers. What you will observe? You will observe that liquids take up the shape of the container in which they are kept. Suppose you want to fill your water bottle in summers. During summers we all keep water in bottles in the fridge. So what you do, you take the water first of all in the jug, then you pour it into the bottle. So what is happening? First of all, water is taking the shape of the jug, and the same amount of water then takes the shape of the bottle. So now what you have observed, that liquids take up the shape of the container in which they are kept. That is, liquids are not having any definite shape, but they are having fixed volume. Now if you spill water on the floor, what do you observe? You will see that liquid, here water is taken, it starts flowing. That is, the liquids are not rigid as in the case of solids. They are fluid. They can be fluid. Now next, you must have seen that sugar can dissolve in water. It means solid is dissolving in liquid. Water also contains oxygen. That is, gas can also dissolve in liquid. Here gas is oxygen. And milk dissolves in water. That is, liquid can dissolve in liquid. This shows that solid, liquids and gases, all these three states of matter can diffuse in liquids. Thus, rate of diffusion of liquids is higher than that of solids. If diffusion occurs in liquids, it means that the space between the particles of liquid is more than that of the solid. Also, the force of attraction between particles is less than solid but more than gases. Now let's move to the properties of gases. Here I'll explain an activity to understand the compressibility in gases. What you have to do, you have to take 3 syringes, close their opening with the help of a cork piece. Now remove the piston of each syringe. Now what is piston? Piston is the back part of the syringe. You can apply some Vaseline on the piston so that it works smoothly, so that you can make the movement of the piston very smoothly. Leave syringe 1 as it is. Take syringe 2 and fill it with water. While in syringe 3, place some pieces of chalk. Now next step is place the pistons back into the syringe. Now start compressing the contents in each syringe by pushing the piston in each syringe. What do you observe? It is difficult to compress the syringe with chalk followed by liquid. But in case of the syringe 1, piston gets easily pushed in. Thus we observe that gases are highly compressible in nature as compared to solids and liquids. You can easily see the example of LPG cylinder in which liquefied petroleum gas is compressed. And due to its high compressibility, large volume of gas can be compressed into small cylinders and it can be transported easily. We use LPG cylinders in our kitchens daily. Now let us recall the example of lighting of incense stick which we did yesterday, in which you were able to get the smell at far place in the room once the incense stick is lit. What does this shows? This shows the movement of particles. Diffusion was there, if you remember. So this movement of particles is maximum in case of the gases. As the particles of gases are able to move freely, the force of attraction between these particles is minimum. Whereas rate of diffusion is maximum as compared to solids and liquids. Now this figure sums up all that we have studied today. So in case of solid, they are rigid, they have fixed shape, they have fixed volume. In case of the liquids, they are not rigid, they have fluid consistency, they have no fixed shape, but they have fixed volume. In case of the gas, they are not rigid, no fixed shape, and no fixed volume. That's all for today. Thank you very much.